Hey guys, welcome into today's video. We have a fun one today as we're diving into Volume 4 of our Transfer Portal Roundup series, as well as talking about tomorrow's early signing day. We'll be looking at crystal balls and all of the latest info on what we can expect to happen tomorrow. But before we get into it all guys, if you are enjoying the videos, please do like and subscribe. It helps out so much. All of your guys' support is greatly appreciated. Okay, and now that that's taken care of, let's dive into it. USC got an absolutely massive commitment yesterday in Oklahoma State linebacker Mason Cobb. This is a guy I talked about on yesterday's Portal Roundup video. Now you guys know South Carolina tight end Jaheim Bell was my #1 target in the transfer portal, but Cobb was my #2. And I know we obviously need Cobb more than Bell, but that's just how high I was on Jaheim. Cobb is the absolute perfect fit for what this USC defense needed. He brings physicality, leadership, athleticism, and coverage ability. This guy's really a jack of all trades at the linebacker spot. When discussing his commitment to USC, Cobb said, "Man, the feeling I had around the players and with Lincoln and those coaches at USC, it felt like home. They've got something magical there." He then added that in all his recruiting visits throughout college and high school, he's never felt something so beautiful. Obviously, as USC fans, that is music to our ears. We all know what an incredible and magical place SC is. It's nice to hear that that feeling is back for potential recruits and transfers as well. And yesterday I also said that Mason will be a fan favorite in very short time, and those comments will only help to add to that. This is a huge pickup for Alex Grinch. Like I said in my Alex Grinch video guys, give him time, be patient. Cobb is listed as the #2 linebacker currently in the portal. Should be able to pencil this guy in as a major contributor. USC also appears to have a commitment looming with one of Cobb's teammates at Oklahoma State with defensive end Pt.4. He's listed at 6'3", 240 pounds. USC has just kept taking swing after swing trying to get an edge rusher, and it seems that Pt.4 is going to be their guy. Trace is a guy that has battled knee injuries throughout his career, but in his breakout year as a freshman in 2019, he had some phenomenal production, putting up 29 tackles, 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and a pick. He followed that up in 2020 with 4.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. If this guy can stay healthy, watch out, man. Look at his tape against Texas this year. He was absolutely dominant. He was drawing holding calls, getting pressure on every other down it seemed. He's a flat-out playmaker. He blocked a punt and returned it for a score earlier in the year. When this guy is on the field and healthy, he is an absolute force. There are reports out there that he has decided on USC, so let's hope that comes to fruition. This would be a real big get for the Trojans. So we do have an update on highly coveted Western Michigan defensive tackle Braden Fisk. He's down to Notre Dame, Florida State, and USC. He officially visited all 3. He isn't planning on taking any more visits, so he will use this dead period to mull it over and ultimately make his decision. That's a very important guy that I think could really give this USC front 7 some extra juice. Although with him being a Midwest kid, you have to think that Notre Dame is the favorite here, but USC definitely can't be ruled out, so let's hope we pull this one out. Okay, so let's switch over to some high school recruiting talk. Now, early signing day tomorrow isn't going to be a huge day for USC in terms of the number of prospects that'll be committing, but I know the one name everyone is desperate to know about is St. John Bosco edge rusher Mateo Uangalele. This is a race I honestly felt like USC was really far behind in, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to make up the ground required to land Mateo. But Scott Schrader of We Are SC and On3 put in a prediction for SC to land Mateo. Now I know a lot of you are familiar with Scott. There are a few people more plugged in than Scott. He doesn't really do this unless he's pretty sure what's going to happen. Now this is an absolutely huge, crazy turn of events. You could argue that Mateo is equally, if not more important than 5-star quarterback commit Malachi Nelson. I've had a few of you in the comment section ask me, how do we replace Tooley? When I watch Mateo play on the defensive side of the ball, I see Tooley. Especially with the creative ways we saw Alex Grinch use Tooley this season, Mateo has all the athleticism to do those exact things. In my opinion, this has the potential to legitimize USC as a destination for top high school prospects that play on the defensive side of the ball. There is no time set for his commitment tomorrow as far as I know. This one will be fascinating to see how it closes out. Now, I did see some confusion about when 5-star tight end Deuce Robinson and 4-star corner Roderick Pleasant would be committing. As far as I can tell, they are both waiting until National Signing Day in February to commit. Like I said earlier, tomorrow will not be a huge active day for SC. Mateo is the main thing you need to focus on and to keep your eye out for tomorrow. USC currently sits as the #12 recruiting class in the country per 247. The addition of Mateo would really see that number climb up there. Just a huge, huge commitment tomorrow. Really hope we get him, and I'm feeling pretty confident about it, but we'll see. So that's all the news we had to talk about today, guys. There's so much going on in the month of December in college football. I have a hard time keeping up. I can't even imagine what these coaching and recruiting staffs are dealing with. But I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. How are you feeling about where we stand with Mateo? Give me your predictions for where he lands down below. Alright, that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you all so much for the support. You're all truly awesome. If you're new here or you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe. It really helps me out so much. And as always, take care and fight on.